All right, y'all, we back again with another review. This time we did the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, The Terminator. So what we doing here, a review, we're going to review one Terminator movie a month leading up to Terminator Dark Fate. So just be on the lookout for these Terminator movies because they get worse as they go on. So let's get right into it. Unless you want me to. Okay, all right. So let's get right into it. So it's the Terminator movie. Everybody's familiar with it, but if you don't know, it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. He plays the Terminator, a robot from the future sent to kill Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, who's going to give birth to John Connor, the leader of the Resistance in the future, and end up, destroying the Skynet, which produces the Terminators. Michael Biehn stars in it. Y'all might see him from Aliens, and he played Johnny Ringo in Tombstone and all. He plays Reese, who was sent back in time by John Connor to protect Sarah Connor from the Terminator. And there's a bunch of other people. Lance Henriksen stars in it. Paul Winfield's in it. Just a bunch of people is in it. But this is a classic movie, classic Arnold, classic James Cameron. Linda Hamilton, all just classic. Well shot, well acted, all that good stuff. It's not like the movies that we have on a regular basis who just don't shoot daytime scenes whatsoever because of budget or, whatever you want to call it. It's just terrible.
Yeah, because I made a comment before the movie. I said how I was going to look all old and outdated. Well, we watched it and it didn't look old and outdated. They did a great job. Mm-hmm. They filmed great. It was a good movie. It's a classic.
Trying to think. I mean, it's a little. What you want to say? Hold your breath.
After watching it, I realized maybe I only call it a classic because everybody else calls it a classic. This movie didn't really do nothing for me. I mean, it's just I guess it's just a movie, and I'm learning through all this process that my action movies have to have humor in it, and this shit wasn't funny. I'm talking about even in situations where a little humor was necessary, there was none for me.
Right.
So I mean, call me a hater or whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I don't think Terminator's a classic. It just, I don't know. It's just a fucking movie that made no damn sense once I thought about it.
Yeah, that time travel thing is bogus.
But it's, I don't know.
There's gonna be motherfuckers in the comments with whole
please
dissertations about
time travel was Dr. Please break it down, because like I said, I'm watching this and I'm like, I know about the classics.
Tony Stark is the one who invented time travel in Endgame.
I'm trying to understand why I consider it a classic, and maybe someone can explain it to me. It did look good, especially for an 84 film. Mm-hmm. It looked great. It's just the writing to me. That's such a big. It just is with the whole time traveling and the thing. Like most of y'all have seen the damn movie, so we don't need. I can spoiler alert. How the fuck is he his father? I don't understand how that's possible. The same way I don't understand how Skynet evolved. Basically from the same way of thinking or same reality timeline where I came back, you took that information to create me. That just don't make no motherfucking sense to me. But, so I bet there's one person in America in the world who doesn't consider this a classic. I'm sorry.
No,
I like Arnold. I like Arnold.
Opinion.
I love Arnold. I loved it. I don't know. I'm glad she toughened up later on.
Right.
As far as what I watched again, I'll be honest with you, I think this might have been the fourth time I've watched this movie in my life. It's just one of those things where I didn't understand how they.
You know what's funny? I had
Thank you.
When I had messed up my knee years ago, and I had to go to physical therapy. And I was arguing with the doctors in physical therapy because they thought I was crazy because I said Star Wars wasn't better than Terminator. You see how I'm listening how you break down Terminator. And I'm listening to them break down Star Wars to me, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this shit ain't better than that. But They was so, and the gang number, they was so adamant. Star Wars is this, and this, and the Force, and all this. And I'm like, but it makes no sense.
You're talking about the first 3 Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, but this don't make sense. That don't make sense in it. What you know, why, you know, and they was going back and forth. It just, you know, basically what I'm saying is, it doesn't appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for a lot of people like me, as I watched the Terminator, because I haven't seen it in a long time, that time travel thing was a big sticking point for me, because I was like, no, it don't make sense. I'm doing the math, and it don't, you know, it don't add up.
It don't make sense.
You know.
Now, I know it's a James Cameron. It's serious all around.
Mm-hmm.
If some part of the movie, and maybe it's touched on in other ones, where there's a character, whether it be a side character, a main character, that has to think. Then if someone says, "Wait a minute, how's that possible?"
Mm-hmm.
And then the movie continues. All right, that lets me know y'all know there's a little BS up in there,
right.
But we going because it just works. But to me, like I said, there was no humor in this whatsoever. Now, granted, the story didn't call for humor.
Right.
But the story didn't call for sex, and it still happened.
Yeah.
So you can squeeze it in there somehow.
Yeah.
Wow, pun not intended.
I guess it was I guess like Lance Henriksen character at the police station when I guess he was, you know what I mean?
Who, the doctor?
No, the other one, the other cop who was trying
He kept shutting him up.
Yeah, he wasn't comedy though. He was he was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean that's the closest that you got in that movie to somebody cracking jokes or being inappropriate or, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not going to be like The Wild Pair or... When you think about intentional comedy or unintentional comedy?
Either or.
Okay.
Either or. But like, okay, I'm thinking of one movie we saw.
That what?
I don't know. Like all these bad action movies that we watched.
Like,
there's been some humor involved with it. Some like outrageous humor. Like, okay, China O'Brien.
Right.
That was a serious movie to a certain extent. But she goes to a country town and she goes into a restaurant and they all try to gang rape her. That's just not the gang rape part, but we're gonna have some fun and really playing off stereotypes. That was fun. Throwing a little bit of humor. Hey, you know, it's still action. Go ahead.
This might be messed up, but I think they were acting serious, and for the fact that those movies are stocked with bad actors and badly written scripts,
Who's acting serious?
And China O'Brien.
No,
it comes off as pure comedy.
No, I think they were acting serious, but I think that was that whole going into the country bar. And that happened, and they're grabbing her, and these country women are all hating and everything like that. Yeah. I think that was the writer playing off of stereotypes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That makes it funny.
Yeah.
In this one, there was no stereotypes.
But see because but let's be real. I mean, this whole movie is about a robot, unstoppable killing machine.
Right.
They probably looking at, we ain't got time for none of that. You know what I mean? Like,
but this
is a killing machine.
But that's my whole point. You don't have to write it. I mean, you don't have to make a scene or time for it. It's already written.
But that's what I'm saying. Like but you kind of answering your own. Like you don't have to, so they didn't do it.
No. What I'm saying is, you don't have to do it because it's already there for you. Just emphasize it a little more. And I think, to me, I watched this movie and I felt like they went out of their way to make sure none of that ever happened.
What, the humor and all that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my thing.
But I mean, it was...
You right over there?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was more serious. I mean, they wasn't trying to cater to people who wanted a little bit of humor in it, I guess. I don't know.
It makes the second one better for it, though. Because the second one plays on the humor. You know what I mean? It plays on the fact that Arnold was his killing machine, and now he's developing... human emotions and things like it plays like you wouldn't be able to, like the second one. It will be less. The second one will be worse, not worse, but it will be less than the first if they did this in the first.
So not even So I'll say if we even say
which brings up the question of whether a sequel was planned or not.
It takes out let's say not humor. There was no quick jibs. There was nothing like outside of Paul Winfield shutting dude down before he got a chance to start, there was nothing that was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. There was nothing like...
Right. No, there wasn't.
Right.
And that's, to me, I need that in my action movies now because all action is boring. all action is garbage because like there's no way.
It just gives you a different. It gives you something extra in the movie.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from.
So all those are gonna hate on me for disliking Terminator or not. There's a classic. Come on with it. I'm ready for it. Ain't nobody actually gonna say anything, but yeah, come on with it. And I will say this side note. Back to what you brought up. Star Wars is some garbage.
True.
Star Wars is some straight garbage.
True.
And I'm talking about all of
Hey,
that.
let the force be with you.
The what?
May the force be with you.
I'd rather ride with the Schwartz.
Go in peace.
I'd rather ride with the Schwartz. What? Isn't that Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Give you the Vulcan grip, right?
So you know, like you said,
you might catch more heat for that. Fucking up Star Trek and Star Wars than I did with Terminator.
so like you know, like we said before, we're gonna do one Terminator movie a month, leading up to the release of Dark Fate. You know, and then we're gonna review that.
Now we're gonna do that at the movie theater. We're going to the movies to see this, right?
Yes,
We're going to the movie and then we're going to
unless you can come up with a bootleg.
Got him on camera.
Yeah,
too.
that's why I did it.
Horrible. We ain't gonna watch no bootleg of that.
So, go ahead.
You ain't see no details or anything.
I don't want to spend no money on that though.
True.
So you know, we'll see, man. Like I said, this was the start. You know, of just a great franchise, and then you know, y'all know what's up with the second one, and then y'all know what go on down from there. So just be on the lookout. Like I said, one a month, one Terminator movie a month. We just reviewed the first Terminator.
So
2/3 classic, baby.
so let me ask y'all a question. So if this series is a success, we're gonna do other franchises?
Are you trying to blackmail us on camera?
I think he is.
I'm asking. I'm asking the director and the producer.
I think he is. Now, me personally, I am. As long as you don't bring in that fugazi bullshit like that vampire shit you be watching. If we keep it strictly action, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You mean like what is it?
Twilight?
No, fuck no.
That's what you said, though.
No, the one with Kate Beckinsale in it. Underworld.
Yeah, I mean, but
If we do vampire movie like that, that's cool with me. That's a franchise, a decent one too. No, they didn't. No, they ruined it after the third and fourth one. So we're not doing. No, I don't like that Michael Ealy one. That was
Michael
cool.
Ealy was in one?
Yes. Yes.
I ain't know that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, he just took my anger to curiosity.
Yes.
One thing. No, people, we're not doing Kate Beckinsale as a vampire. We're not doing his favorite, The Twilight. Now, if you want to do some like John Wick type shit, okay, because that's an action movie.
Wait a minute, I asked y'all to go see. Is y'all going to go see John Wick?
Yeah, you didn't say nothing.
Well, y'all responded with no.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did we? I thought I saw it already though.
What the new pendulum?
Yeah.
Pendulum.
Yeah,
I thought it was
Parabellum.
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 Okay. Look, I ain't seen that. Which one is it?
It's Parabellum.
Parabellum.
Okay.
I will say this. Seeing the first Terminator, and I'm just talking like shot wise and things like that, I see a lot of callbacks that they made in the second one. You know, they use like the similar shots in the second one.
Yeah,
I mean, we ain't watched the second one, so I can't really, but
I liked it though. I mean, from that standpoint, I thought it was filmed very well. Mm-hmm. Especially for an '84 and the technology they used. Okay, Arnold looked fake when he was cleaning his eye and shit, but outside of that, it really did look. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're rambling. Shout out to Bill Paxton. And,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah. And the other dude from Raging Honor?
Raging Honor that plays Cynthia Rothrock's brother and the evil guy in Cobra.
Yeah, I didn't realize you was in it.
Yeah. Bill Paxton in the beginning with Arnold stole their clothes.
No, Bill Paxton passed away?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, something like
Yeah.
I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah. So the C, and I'm glad. I guess his voice changed because he didn't sound so high pitched.
What was that? When the two little dudes created the android, the sex droid. Shoot.
What movie was it? Bill Paxton was in?
Yeah.
I know him from Twister. Outside of that,
He was in True Lies.
He was in True Lies.
We actually need to review
That was
that
a
one
good
day
one.
too.
That was a good one.
That was
Yeah.
94.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
It was. They made the girl. Oh, what?
Oh, Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Oh, okay.
Weird
Okay.
Science.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you. I
did.
couldn't remember that name.
No,
I
only
be
you
fucking
would
movie
refer,
names
I wouldn't
up.
have thought of that.
I
for
be
the way-
fucking movie names up.
only you would refer to her as a sex droid.
That's what they made her for. What are you talking about?
Right on.
That's what they made her for. Whose wife was that? I mean, she married somebody.
She married Steven Seagal.
Goodness.
She married
7 degrees of Steven Seagal
She
now.
married Steven Seagal.
For how long?
I don't know how long, but remember she was in Hard to Kill with him.
Yeah. She was the nurse that got him out.
Yeah.
She was the nurse that got him out.
Yeah.
When he was up there punching the bull.
Weird
Yeah.
Science. Yes.
No, okay, I like that.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's the girl from what's it called? American Ninja 1.
Yes.
She was in American
Yes.
Ninja 1. She was the black
black
girl. Yeah, she was
Yes.
like her son?
Yes. The one of the boys got.
Yes.
Weird nerds got with.
The younger one, the smaller one.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was in Weird Science. Shout out to you again.
Yes. Yeah.
I was like, I knew I seen her from She was in Weird Science.
I've seen so many movies.
Yeah.
Can't keep up with all these titles.
No. But shit be coming together.
So yeah,
Excuse me, we were way off topic with the Terminator.
because I mean we don't really have too much bad to say about
No,
the
nothing
movies.
bad. Nothing bad.
So yeah, like I said, this will be the third time. This is the third time. So here at A Review, we reviewing one Terminator movie a month leading up to Terminator Dark Fate. Who knows what that joint gonna turn out to be. So just stay tuned, you know what I mean? We always gonna have reviews coming up, but check us for these Terminator reviews. It's gonna get worse down the line because after the second one, you know, it don't get better. So we'll be ripping them to shreds because that's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see us ripping them to shreds. So yeah, that was Terminator, the James Cameron, Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton classic. Catch us next time.
Oh, so we got 2 classics and 1 non-classic here?
Yeah, 2/3 classic. You know,
Okay,
we working
okay.
with. Yeah, so
Parabellum? We have a Parabellum? I'm sorry.
so yeah. That's Terminator. That's Terminator. We'll catch you guys next time. Oh, as always, check the YouTube full episodes. You know, just check our Instagram. Like, comment, you know what I mean? Follow us, you know what I mean, for updates. But we, you know, really interested in the comments. Let us know what you guys think, you know what I mean? Obviously, we probably ruffle some feathers with this Terminator thing. So,
them bitches ain't gonna say nothing.
all right, then you definitely be in the comments then.
Bitches.
So yeah, man. So you know, just let us know, you know, your thoughts or you know, certain things that you picked up watching the movie, you know what I mean, that we may have not touched on or something like that. So
Now let's know what's on your pendulum. No, I'm making jokes.
so yeah, so that was the Terminator, the original one, the Cameron classic. And we'll catch you guys next time before I get interrupted again. Peace.
Peace.